In this video, I'm going to show you how I took my creative agency from $0 to $60,000 per month in just 12 months. So with this new era in social media and people being attached to the digital world, we're looking at a huge opportunity. As more and more people are staying connected and becoming more addicted to their phones, more and more companies need media in order to produce advertisements and sell their products. That being said, I'm going to break down exactly step by step how I grew my agency from $0 to $60K per month, literally starting from zero. Also, if you guys have any questions about what I'm about to teach or explain through the video, make sure to leave down a comment down below and I will make sure to answer and help the best that I can. And last but not least, if you guys stay till the end of the video, I will share my most lucrative marketing strategy, which has literally allowed me to scale my agency this quickly. So I'm going to break this video down into 5 steps, starting with the beginning. To understand my background in the filmmaking industry, it was always something that was a passion. I always followed these big creators like Sam Colder, and these travel influencers that were traveling around making cool films, and it was something that I had a passion for myself. Just about 4 years ago, I bought a Sony a7 III and I started making travel vlogs and just movies for fun, traveled to a bunch of places with friends, and ultimately it was just a hobby. But shortly after that, I started to land gigs when I was still in college. Nothing crazy, maybe $100 there, $200 there. I would just literally take any opportunity that I had because people were starting to notice that I was doing filming through my social medias like Instagram, YouTube, things like that. But it wasn't until I started treating this as a legitimate business before thousands and thousands of dollars started to roll in. That all being said, it wasn't really until a year ago where I started to structure my agency and my hobby as a legitimate business. I accomplished this by doing a few separate things. Number one, and probably the most important, was putting together a legitimate portfolio. Guys, if you're trying to make it in the video production or creative agency world, the number one thing that clients look for is your actual portfolio. So if you don't have anything to show them or to show any sort of work or direction that you're in, they're just never going to sign anything with you because they don't know what you've done in the past. So make sure that you make that the number one priority. And if you don't have gigs to start with, you have to just start shooting things for free. So essentially, me and my business partner started shooting everything we could for free. And eventually we got into the niche of essentially getting free products by offering all of the companies and brands that we wanted to work with a free 30-second promotional video. And the only reason you do this, or why I would even recommend it in the first place, is if you don't have a portfolio to start, or you're trying to get into a new niche where you don't have a portfolio of that specific product or service. Other than the portfolio, I also created a legitimate business, and I no longer called myself Judson. I promoted myself as a professional production company. And later on, I realized that creative agency was almost better for what we were doing because the higher level productions don't always make as much money when you really consider all of the extra expenses. So once I had all that set up, I thought it was a genius idea to offer all sorts of different types of services. But it wasn't until 3 months in when I realized that that was not the smartest idea. I started taking on clients for different sorts of services, but I didn't know what I was doing. And frankly, neither did they. And that being said, I pretty much failed on the services that I was offering them because I wasn't an expert. I realized that I had to niche down in the creative aspect by creating short films, creating advertisements, and just creating commercials for brands. That helped me close way more clients because I was confident in what I was selling, and I knew that once they signed the contract, they were going to be a happy customer. So those were just the beginning steps of actually putting together the actual business and how I really got started. That moves into channel 2, which is outreach. Once you have a great portfolio and a legitimate business established, you have to start reaching out to clients and potential leads. Just like any other business, I highly recommend getting a CRM where you can start storing all of these potential leads. So when it comes to outreach or marketing, there's 100 different ways of actually applying yourself, but the best advice that I could give to a beginner is to niche down on one form of outreach. At the beginning, when we didn't have a lot of money to invest in marketing, we would just do manual outreach through Instagram and emails. Essentially, what we did was skip trace websites for the company email addresses, shoot them a DM on Instagram, and shoot them an email template somewhere along the lines of, "Hi, my name is Judson. I'm a videographer and I'm a big fan of your brand. I'm reaching out because I wanted to see if you guys were open to any sort of collaborations on creating content for your product." Then I would throw something in there specific about the actual product that you're reaching out for, maybe a personal story, maybe something you like about it. This just helps convert a little bit better because they kind of know that it wasn't just a straight up AI email or something like that. It sounds like it was coming from a real person. So yeah, at the beginning, we would just do that hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. But guys, when it comes to outreach, it is a numbers game. You have to send out hundreds or even thousands of emails before you actually get one legitimate lead. And as soon as we started picking up business and generating more income, we were able to invest in things like Google Ads, AI automated campaigns, virtual VAs, Instagram ads, and a few other niche forms of marketing, which allowed us to generate more leads without trading your time. So when it comes to outreach, you either have to trade your time or money. So at the beginning, you're gonna have to put in a lot of hours, but once you have some income built up, you can start speeding up the process of generating leads by putting in money. So now that we have mastered outreach, we're moving into the third step, which is creating the systems. You see, at the beginning, when you're a one-man team, it's pretty easy to manage 2 or 3 clients. But as soon as you start reaching 10, 15, 20, or even 25 clients, things start to get a bit messy. We personally built out a custom system within Notion. We started acquiring a team of editors. We started outsourcing certain things of the business and marketing. And we just built an overall system to allow the business to run without going to bed at night thinking of every single moving part. As a matter of fact, we're actually still struggling right now on building better systems and outsourcing more work because we literally have so many clients we can't scale without it. This is something that takes time to develop, so don't feel like this needs to be right away. It's just something that needs to happen before you move into the next step. So once you have your portfolio, your business, your outreach, and your systems, it's nothing more than being consistent. About 6 months ago, I truly do not feel like I was doing anything different than I am today, but I have literally already tripled my revenue. And that's because in this business, clients come back for more. So when you pick up 1 client or 2 clients or 3 clients, some clients will drop off and just do 1 video with you, but 40 to 50% of them will come back later in the year for more content. Some will even sign retainers, which is really the bread and butter of our business. So when I bring up consistency, it is extremely important to stay consistent no matter what the outcome is, because guys, I promise that as your portfolio grows and as you get more and more knowledge about how to produce and create value for your clientele, you're going to make more money. And not even that, the clients will come back for more and more and more. And more times than not, as long as you do a good job, you'll even get referred more business. And once you have mastered all 4 of those steps and the income hits a certain point where you can literally pay all of your bills and take care of yourself thoroughly, then you have to decide if you want to continue to scale or stick where you're at. Me and my business partner are currently trying to scale this thing much farther, but before we do so, we have to build better systems and processes, because the systems and processes will continue to evolve as you continue to grow your business. As you have more outsourcing and you have more clients, it's just not simply possible for you to do it all alone. So as soon as you hit a peak in the amount of time that you can put into your own business and having to actually turn down clients, that's the time to start scaling by hiring and outsourcing. And I believe that I'm going to have a lot more to say about this aspect as we scale it from 50 to 60K all the way to 100K per month. And that will just have to be another video for the future. But that all being said, those are the 5 steps that helped us grow our agency from $0 to $60,000 per month. And here is a quick bonus for you. Earlier in the video, I mentioned that I would let you guys know the most lucrative marketing strategy that we use today, and that is Snov.io. Snov.io has been a game changer in our business, and it has allowed us to email scrape almost every client that we wanted to reach out to and really create an automated system to continuously contact them and reach out to new brands. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be releasing a full video tutorial on Snov.io in the future, so make sure to subscribe to the channel, and if it's already posted, the link will be right down below. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I will continue to release videos and content along the way to help you guys grow your agency just as I have. And as I mentioned before, if you guys have any questions or concerns, make sure to leave a comment down below and I'll make sure to get back on every single one of those questions. As always, guys, peace out.